Hi guys, welcome back to Programmatically Technical, and I hope you all are doing fine. It's time for day 2, lesson number 2. Uh, Today we'll be discussing some other differences, const, and for starters, we did their declaration and initialization, and if any of those three, var, let, or const, can be redeclared, reinitialized, or if it can be none. Okay, so moving forward, today we're going to learn about their scopes. Seems technical, like the word, it seems a little difficult, but it's not. Let's start. I declare a variable a and I give it a number. Let's say I give it 10. Okay. Yesterday we did it with strings. Today we're going to do it with numbers. We're going to test out different scenarios. Okay. If I write console.log a and I press run, it gives me the output 10. Good. Now, what if I give it this scope? Okay, before learning about this scope, there are three types of brackets. These ones are called parenthesis. These are called square brackets, and these are called curly braces. Okay, now that we know that there are three types of brackets, when we talk about scope, this curly braces is what I'm actually talking about. So we have a variable a and we have stored it in a memory location. It has a separate memory location. And var has basically a global scope or a functional scope. And as you can see, I have not made a function, and these curly braces are known as block scopes. So if I redeclare a and I give it another number, supposedly 50, okay, and I write console.log a over here, and I also write console.log a over here. So according to this, one thing you should remember, no matter how many consoles I have, I'm going to get the same number of output printed. For example, if here I've got 2 consoles, I will get 2 outputs. And voila. See, it gives me 50 and 50 but not 10, which means var is not block scoped. It means if we write var in a curly braces, we can access it out of the curly braces. It will change its value. Let's take an example. If we have let a, okay, and I want to redeclare a is equal to 50, okay, and now I use console.log a and I use console.log a. So what do you think I'm going to get? Let's see. I get 50 and 10. You must be wondering, why do I get 50 first and 10 afterwards? Well, JavaScript is a synchronous language and it works line by line. It reads line by line. So our first line says that we have declared and initialized a and given its value 10. Then we move on to the second line, which has nothing, so it moves on to the third line. It says, wow, you have created a block scope. So that means if I declare or initialize let, and even if I use the same alphabet or keyword, this is going to be something entirely different. This has nothing to do with this code at line number 1. Why? Because this is out of its block scope and this is inside its block scope. So whatever we declare inside the block scope, it stays inside the block scope. Let cannot be accessed outside of its block scope, which is why when we go line by line, it reads this line and then it gives us this console, and then later, to clear up some more, we studied yesterday that let cannot be redeclared, but it can be reinitialized. But can it be reinitialized if it's inside a block scope? So I have declared and initialized a on line number 1, and I'm reinitializing it. See, I haven't written let before a. I'm reinitializing it, not redeclaring it. But what do you guys think? Is it going to print me an a? Let's see. Yes. And you must be wondering why. Because this over here, it did not actually change this value. It did not reinitialize let. When we did not write anything inside the curly braces, it automatically became a var constant, a var keyword. So if we're inside a curly braces and we have not declared var or let or const, and we just simply write the word and we store the value inside the keyword, okay, that automatically means that this is now considered as var, which is why var can be accessed outside of its outside of the block scope, because it does not have a block scope, it has a functional scope. Eventually it gives us the value 50 and 50. Same goes with const. If I write const a is equal to 10 and I write const a is equal to 50, this is something entirely different, and this is something entirely different. The memory location of this is only committed to its block scope, whereas this memory location is committed to its global scope. Now we run, and then again, just like let, JavaScript runs line by line and it reads the box scope, and console.log, it says it's going to be 50, but outside of its block scope it says I cannot read what is inside this block scope, so I'm going to read what is on line number 1 and then I'm going to print that out. Well, for block scope today this is how much we're going to do, and I will teach you more about functional scope and var later on in this series. I hope you understand, and even if you are stuck somewhere or if you don't understand something, please write it in the comments and I will be sure to help you out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends, family. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Probably same time I'll be posting it. Take care. Thank you very much.